Okay, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Salutations to all the Akim out there that's pushing this truth. Also, shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. I think I'm going to title this lesson, Laden with Thick Clay. And it won't be a long lesson, all right? As you can see, the article I have right here, and a couple other things that I got up, information. Showing you, that America, hey man, is about to crumbling, or that it is crumbling. All right before our eyes, man. All right, it's America dollar. The American dollar is losing its power, its purchase power. You got a lot of countries dropping the dollar. All right, in the process of it, America is still printing out money. Okay, which is just putting America in more debt. Okay, and then you got the citizens, within this recession, people losing their jobs, so as you can see this credit card on the screen, guess what? People are using more of their credit cards, all right? More than ever, man. Okay? People are using their credit cards to pay all their bills, man. And they're really not able to, pay those credit cards off, Their credit cards is keeping them afloat, So things are bad for the American people, but it's going to get worse, okay? Matter of fact, let's go to the debt clock real quick. Just click on it. You can see, let's see. So I already had it up. As you can see, this is the U.S. debt clock, man. All right, U.S. national debt. Okay, and it's really more than that when you add it all up, man. Really more than that. You got the U.S. debt, which is $31 trillion. That's 94,000 per citizen. All right, per citizen. If you was to divide the money amongst the citizens, all right. This is what it would be. Okay, let me see. Medicare, 1 trillion. Social Security, 1 trillion. Defense war, that's 775 million. You see? So this place is going to shit, man. Oh man, it gets good, man. Hold on. We go through this. Savings per family, 5,000. That's not nothing. That's not nothing, man. Bank interest, that's 36 million. That's another thing. The banks are in trouble. All right, you pay attention to the stock market. They don't have a lot of liquidity. All right, to cover those shares. All right, what they're over leveraged on. Okay, and they done that through basically shorting the shares. All right, if you know anything about buying stocks and shit, man, Let me see. You got the student loans. That's 1 trillion. Man, no. Matter of fact, bank interest paid is only 36 million. Then bank interest received 556 million. Man. Currency and credit derivatives. That's 644. Let me see. I think that's trillion. My lord. That's trillion, man. God damn. So as you can see, all right, then you go to the oil. $3.10 per barrel. Gold per ounce, which I think is larger than that. With dollar to gold ratio, 869. All right, because why? That's real money, so that's why they will put that on there. See, why would this be on the debt clock if that's not real money? All right. Let's see. Millionaires. So it's only 22 million, which that's a lot. 22 million U.S. millionaires. That's a lot. Food stamps. 43 million people receiving food stamps. Medicaid, 83 million. Disabled, 8 million. U.S. retirees, 57 million. So, this is not good, man. It's not good for this place. This place is going down. But anyways, just a quick. Let's go back. Let's read a little bit of this article. On Thursday, United States reached a statutory debt limit imposed by Congress, triggering Treasury Department emergency steps to keep the government paying its debts. All right. And that's where you go to, the book of Habakkuk, Laden with thick clay. Okay. This place is in debt, man. And look, and there's no getting out of the debt. Okay. That's why they're gonna switch to their new system, man. All right. Because that's how they're gonna get rid of all the debt. Okay. That's by totally switching over to a new system, and we know what that system is. All right. Let's grab it real quick. Because that's what's going. Everything's going to crash, right? Whether it's the crypto, whether it's the paper, all right, or other form of bonds, all right. Whether it's bonds, stocks, all that shit is going to crash. All right, and they're gonna present a new form of currency, Revelation 13:6. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and let's hit that word mark, which we know what it is. Us man in great millstone, we know that's what it's what charagma. All right. Which is the CHIP, which they're gonna put it in you, okay, and that's gonna be your form of currency, all right, and they're gonna basically give you like a allowance each month, all right, and they're gonna control what you can spend it on, how you can spend it, and if you're spending too much, as you can see, a stamp and print it, but let's go into it. Let's click it. Pale, and when you look at that little thing, all right, that's what it looked like, a little nail, a pale, a stake, a pellicide or a rampart, pales between which the earth, stones, and trees, timbers are heaped and packed together. Let's see what else they got. Okay, but we know what it is. We know that it's the mark of the beast. All right, a stamp and printed. All right. But when you really go into the word, it means to what? Cut into the skin, cut into something. All right? Meaning to a thing carved, a sculpture. Carved into what? Your skin. All right? Or what? Graven work. What? Into your skin. All right? Let's go back. He calls of all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their right hand and in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark, name, or the beast, or the number of his name. All right, now let's go back to this article. All right, because that's how they're going to get rid of the debt. It's what? Through his new system. All right, it says, triggering Treasury Department emergency steps to keep the government paying its debts, increasing the pressure on the Capitol Hill to prevent a disastrous default. The front line and the high stakes struggle have been drawn to the conservative Republicans, which have disproportionate amount of weight in the House due to the party's narrow majority, have insisted that any increase in the debt ceiling accompanied by corresponding cuts is an expenditure. In response, the White House said unequivocally that it will not negotiate or make any compromises to raise the debt limit, which means what? They're going to start cutting things. I was just showing you they got the food stamps, they got the Social Security, got the people that's retired, you know. They're going to cut all that shit. Because why? Hey, basically, yeah, they ready to switch over to that new system, all right? And they can't withstand this system, all right? It's just debt, okay? It says with the solution to the debt, limit the limit, and hey, the dollar has lost its value, man. The other countries, all right, they send the hell with the dollar. So once the dollar crashes, everything else is gonna basically crash because U.S. is known as what the petrodollar, right? The dollar for the U.S. is known as the petrodollar. So once that shit crash, all right, that's it. Right now, I think there's a video. It might be, I want to say Venezuela, probably not Venezuela, another country. But yeah, man, they just got that money. The money is just blowing across the damn streets, man. Can't do nothing with it. I was just watching the video on it the other day, you know? But that's what's coming to America, okay? It says that the solution to the debt limit dilemma in the hands of Congress concerns are mounting the political brinkmanship might lead to the first ever default of the nation's debt. On Thursday, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen wrote to the House Speaker Kevin McCarthy to inform him the United States outstanding debt has reached the statutory limit of $31.4 trillion. That the agency will take extraordinary measures to avoid defaulting on its debts, which would devastating effects on the economy and global financial stability. And and this is the shit that you just seen in the forefront. There's a lot of things going on the U.S. stock market that y'all don't even see, you know. These market makers, these hedge funds, man, they got your 401ks all caught up into the market, man, you know. And the regular retail, all right, is not selling their shares, all right, which is causing the market makers to basically constantly print out synthetic shares, you know, or basically knock down shares, all right, from their value, so they can make money, which is basically, it's called shorting the stock, right? Which is basically just bringing more debt, you see, and they don't have really no money to go back and cover those shares, all right, what they borrowed, okay? It says, to avoid defaulting on this debt, which would have devastating effects on the economy, global financial stability, and the lives of many Americans. You see, like your 401ks, your pensions. The restrictions, she added, will be in place until June 5th. We don't see what that is, man. You know, it's getting hot up in the kitchen. All right. I got something else I want to. I put up something earlier. I was just going into right here. But this took place in ancient Rome and it's taking place today. Except they just print more money. Which is the paperback. Something about Google says by AD 170 the denarius was made from 75% silver and only 60% silver by 80 to 11, all right, which means what? It decreased in value. You see, it says by 80 to 70 they was finally reduced to merely 5% silver. Soon thereafter, Rome abandoned using silver in their coins altogether, switching to bronze into their mint because they got to add all these different inferior metals. It was bronze or brass, all right, to that silver and that gold, man. Okay, which is what's taking place today. Except America is just printing more money. America is not using gold at all. The elites got all the gold and the silver. switching to bronze into their mint coins. Inflation was severe as the value of the currency declined. You see? And that's what's taking place right now. Now let's go to the book of Habakkuk. And that's why I named this lesson what? Laden with what? Thick clay. Hold on. It's the third chapter? No. Just look at it. It's probably in the same chapter. Right, looked right over it. But let's go, champ. I know it'll pop up now, so. Right, all right, I look right past it. Right? It says, shall not all these, this Habakkuk 26, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long, right? But whether it's land or, minerals, things that the so-called white man steal. All right, but minerals is not the word, but which minerals too, but it's another word that I'm looking for. Resources, right? Resources. All right, whether it's land and resources, that's what he increased that which is not his, and laid him himself with thick clay. All right, let's check that word out. Listen to this: weight of pledges, heavy debts. You see, so it's a heavy debt, man. Okay, that's what he got on him right now. It's a heavy debt. Okay, and it's all that's read verse 7 too. Shall not they rise up suddenly that shall bite thee and awake thee that shall vex? And that's what these other nations is doing. They're leaving your dollar, man. They're coming up against you. All right, military wise and financially wise. All right, they say, man, the hell, man, the hell with this place. And thou shalt be for booties unto them, right? In this third world war, man. And economically, man, America is not, hey, you're not respected, okay? But that's it today, man. Hey, so with that, I hope you're edified, man. Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, out Shai by Shur Kakadash. Double honor to the elders of GMS. Salutations to all the Akim out there that's twisting this truth. Also, shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect. Peace.